It is morning in America here in Boston. We are in front of the learning statue here in the Boston Commons, one of three iconic statues here they have to various aspects of life, and for some reason I'm drawn to the man of the world here, Mr. Cowboy, with the tablet in his hand for some reason. We are right below the Massachusetts State House there, and with the lights there of the Boston Christmas tree, so beautifully lit. Not for much longer, I don't think, as dawn breaks here in morning here in Boston Commons, and the lights go out this January morning as another holiday season kind of draws to the close, and the people here in Boston get back to business or whatever endeavors they are in. Just a note here. Outside the freezing temperatures here that have just been unreal, it's nice to know that there hasn't been snow with this cold snap that's been biting the Northeast here and the country here at the end of December, beginning of January. There's not been any snow or any precip to match the temperatures. The temperatures are bad enough here. But it's something of note about the Northeast, and besides the cold, which I wasn't anticipating, but having grown up in southwestern Pennsylvania, I'm not, unaccustomed to. But the thing that it has struck me as I've gone from the southwest to the north here, as far as precip is concerned, as far as like snow or rain or something like that. I mean, I've gone from the hot in Memphis, as I was awoken one night under a bridge by a rumbling, storm approaching, and I was praying that it was rain, because those days in Memphis carrying around 50 pounds on my back is dry and parched. Okay. And I was thankful that I had the Planet Fitness membership that I started there, because it was so dry and hot, But Memphis was odd because it was one of the places in the South where water was really at a premium. For the most part, most of the places I found in the South, water was, not too bad, whether it was Nashville or whether it was Phoenix or Albuquerque, New Mexico. Water was acceptable or tolerable, if you will, to this middle-aged homeless guy. But one thing I've noticed, the more that I've gone north, and again, it could be the time, whatever, location, but as I've gone north into places that are not deserts, like Phoenix, or parched dry lands like El Paso near the Mexican border in the south, or Tucson, these border real southern cities and towns in the deep south with the dry, hot heat and dry climates. The more north I've gotten away from those cities where water wasn't that bad, the more I found a problem with water. It's the oddest thing in the world. You would think places like Denver, certainly. I mean, that was one of the most notable things I noticed about Denver and all the cities and towns around it. They might make a lot of beer there with the sparkling water they get from the mountains, but they sure don't put it into parks for water fountains, and they sure as hell don't put it in public restrooms for homeless people to use in Boulder or in downtown Denver. It's just remarkable how the more north I've come, where water is falling from the sky, almost daily, or it can be kept and stored, frozen until it needs to be thawed out, the less water has become available in a public setting. There is more water, I found, available to someone publicly in parks, train stations, things like that, whether fountains or restrooms, in Phoenix, Arizona, than I have found in Denver or here like in Boston. We are in the commons. Next to the commons, all the way over there, is the public gardens. There is a nice koi pond over there. There is a ice skating rink for the children with an accompanying playground, if they so choose, in the dead of winter, to play on over there. But I'll be damned if there is one working water fountain. There is, and I'm talking just water fountain. And as far as restrooms, forget it. In each of these public spaces, there is no public restroom. Okay? You see over there, far over there, right beyond that lamppost there, is the visitor center for the Commons, and I guess for downtown Boston. And that is the only place where they have a restroom. The water fountain does not work there. But that's the only place that they have a water fountain in an entire city. So if you need, to go to the restroom, you have to go there between hours or you don't go, And as far as a drink of water, forget it. It don't happen, okay? So just a little bit of wisdom this morning as the dogs play around in the commons here. And morning breaks on another day here in America. Happy holidays. Here's to the new year. Fetch, fetch, fetch.